All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of bargaining abroad. You know, it's one of those skills that can really save you some cash and make your travels even more enjoyable. So, let's kick things off with a little language lesson. You might be wondering, how do you say discount in English? Well, it's a great question. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where the salesperson doesn't understand you, don't worry, I've got your back. Speaking English, especially when you're abroad, is super impressive, right?
Yeah, totally. But what if they just stare at you blankly? I mean, that's gotta be awkward, right? Laughs.
Exactly. It can be a bit daunting, but that's where these two key tips come into play. First, to get more discounts, you need to know how to ask in English. But here's the kicker, you might not always be able to ask directly. So, what do you do?
Okay, so do you just start pointing at things? I've seen people do that. Sigh.
Haha, yes! Pointing can definitely help, but let's get into the real techniques. The second tip is to think while walking and talking. This technique is amazing. Have you ever tried talking to someone while you're moving?
Oh, wow. That sounds kind of like multitasking, right? I can barely walk and chew gum at the same time. Laughs.
Right? It's a skill, but it helps you stay relaxed and focused. Now, let me give you a minute to absorb this, and I'll teach you how to bargain in English. Are you ready to learn?
Yes, I'm super excited. What's the first thing I need to know? Sigh.
When bargaining abroad, you must know 3 important phrases. The first one is there a promotion? Now, this phrase has 2 tips. It starts with is, so the intonation goes up at the end. It's like you're asking a question, which you are.
Oh, so it's like when you're trying to get someone's attention and you raise your voice a little? That makes sense.
Exactly. And the second tip is that on sale means promotion. Isn't that simple?
Yeah, that makes sense. So if I see something I want, I can just ask, is there a promotion? And hope for the best? Laughs.
Yes. And if they say no, you can move on to the second phrase. Is there a better deal for buying more? Now, this one is a bit longer, so if you're a beginner, just remember, better deal, which means more discounts.
Okay, so if I'm buying souvenirs, I can ask if I get a discount for buying 5 fridge magnets instead of 1? Sigh.
Exactly, you're catching on. And the third phrase is, let me think. This is commonly used by many people. After saying this, the salesperson might offer you a better discount. Isn't that simple?
Wow, that's super clever. So it's like a little pause tactic, right? Let me think about it. And then they're like, okay, how about I give you 10% off? Laughs.
Exactly, you've got it. It's all about creating that space for negotiation. So, are you ready to put these phrases into practice?
Yes, I can't wait to try this out. I feel like I'm going to be the best bargainer ever. Sigh.
I love that enthusiasm. Remember, practice makes perfect, and the more you engage, the better you'll get at it.
I can totally see myself haggling like a pro. What if I end up in a market in Morocco or something? Laughs.